This is pretty incredible. You pointed this out to me, so I can't wait to hear more about this. We talk a lot about the on-3 consensus rankings. So the class of 2023, the top 300 players in this ranking, 254 have made their college choice. 119 have picked either a current or a future SEC school, future being Texas and Oklahoma. Now, if you're watching on the YouTube video, you see at the bottom of this graphic, Notre Dame has 17, which is more than the Big 12 combined, and also even with the Pac-12 conference. So make this make sense.
I do want to note that this statistic was done August 31st, so there might be some slight changes, but there's two ways to look at this. One, the Pac-12 and the Big 12 stink. I mean, for the entire conference to have as many or less top 300 commitments than one single school is that's wild to me. But in the Pac-12, I mean, Oregon, Washington, Stanford, some schools that should be regularly getting top 300 recruits. For Notre Dame to have as many as that entire conference is again, that's something else. But on the other side of this coin, it speaks to just how deep Notre Dame's classes are. Like, Darren, Notre Dame's 2022 recruiting class finished number 6 and had some star power with guys like Jalen Sneed, who on 3 ranked as a 5-star, and Emil Wagner. But, you know, it just didn't have like a lot of like top 50 players, but it was just such a deep class. And that's what we're seeing for this Notre Dame 23 class as well. Just, it's deep. You have 5-star guys like Peyton Bowen and Charles Jagasaw, the outstanding safety and offensive tackle, respectively. But after that, it's just deep. I mean, Notre Dame has got a blue chip ratio, which is your percentage of 4- and 5-star commits in the class. I think it's at 91% right now. That's really good. Brian Kelly was more in the 70% during his time at Notre Dame. So Irish are raising the floor of their recruiting classes, where, you know, Kelly would have some classes where it would rank, you know, in the high teens or low 20s. I think Freeman's, it's going to be regular top 10 classes, at the very worst, like a top 12. Like, I think the Irish are just kind of stepping their game up on the recruiting trail. But Darren, you can recruit great at tight end and linebacker and all these. You got to get a quarterback. And Notre Dame does not have one yet for the 23 class. So you can have all these playmakers, but you got to have someone to give them the ball.
See, I'm shocked, even with USC and not necessarily UCLA, but the Big Ten only has 47. And when you consider USC, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, let's just stop there. You would think they would have maybe on average 3 or 4 just all by themselves. I mean, Illinois, Indiana, Rutgers, Minnesota, they're not going to help on this particular list. But I'm shocked the Big Ten only has 47, and that's with USC included.
I don't know, Darren. You want to throw this on 3 consensus is all 4 websites equally ranked, so it's not like, oh, well, one of the sites just loves the SEC. No, I mean, this, you think it would all even out, and yeah, SEC with 119, and next is the Big Ten with 47. That is, whew. I mean, I mean, people can throw out SEC bias all they want, but go look at like national championships in the past 12 years or whatever it is. It's dominated by the SEC.
Well, it doesn't help a conference when you win a game with 2 safeties and a field goal, like Iowa did against South Dakota State, winning 7-3. That's just Big Ten football. And I grew up in Big Ten country, so I guess I can make fun of, but that's just ugly. By the way, you don't have to answer this, but Kelly down at LSU, does he spend more time on recruiting or special teams? Never mind. We'll figure that out ourselves.